What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Show. I'm Steve Trezza.
I'm Devin Burke.
And this is our review of CW's Legends of Tomorrow.
Today, we're doing it.
Today, we're doing it.
About tomorrow's.
But when you watch it, it'll be in the past.
So it'll be yesterday, or a week, or 2 years.
Anyway, so Devin, if you were to sum up Legends of Tomorrow in one word, what would you give it? Or what would you call it?
Can I give it 2 words?
Sure.
Missed opportunity.
Snooze fest. So, Legends of Tomorrow, it started out really
Promising.
fun and promising, and then it kind of flatlined.
Yeah.
So we're going to give, as always, we are going to have spoilers, and we'll do that when we hit the recap. But overall, spoiler-free right now. What do you think?
I want to recommend the show. I really do. But, not saying spoilers, but you're going to see a lot of repeats. And I'm not saying like repeats of the same episode. I'm saying repeats of the same action, repeats of the same plot, and repeats of the same events that happen. So you, by watching like, I want to say like 4 episodes, you're going to know what's going to happen for the next several episodes. And it's going to be, you're just going to be so upset by the end. You're going to be like, yeah, finally, good. And you don't want that in a show.
Yeah, I agree. I think that you do get a repeat episode in a different time frame. For me, it was like, this episode happened last week, but now we're in the Wild West. Or like, this episode happened last week, but now we're in the future. And it's a lot of that. So, let's give a recap of the season, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of it.
Okay.
When heroes are not enough, the world needs legends. Timemaster Rip Hunter witnessed the immortal Vanadal Savage take over the planet and kill his family. Rip pleaded the Time Masters to help him destroy Savage, but they refused and threatened to take his Time Master title if he interfered. Rip disregarded his orders and traveled to 2016 to recruit a team to help stop Savage. This team includes heroes and villains The Atom, Firestorm, White Canary, Captain Cold, Heatwave, Hawkgirl, and Hawkman. Together, they are the Legends of Tomorrow.
Long ago in ancient Egypt, High Priest Hafset fell in love with Priestess Shiara. However, Shiara had eyes for Prince Khufu. Hafset became enraged with jealousy. Hafset attacked Shiara and Khufu, killing them during the same time an irradiated meteor shower was taking place. The meteor shower caused Khufu and Shiara to be reincarnated every time they die, and granted Hafset immortality as long as he continued to kill the 2 lovers. As you could have guessed, the 2 lovers became Hawkgirl and Hawkman, and Hafset later took up the name Vanadal Savage. Oh, and there's a catch. Vanadal Savage can only be killed by one of the Hawk's hands, and they must use the same dagger that he killed them with. Yeah, we know, it's a stretch.
After recruiting the Legends, Rip Hunter and his team travel through time in an attempt to eliminate Vanadal Savage. Savage always manages to escape their grasp, or is killed, but since one of the Hawks didn't do the deed, he reincarnates somewhere else in time. It also appears that the Legends have so many chances to have Hawkgirl kill Savage, but they don't take it, like this time, and this time. Oh, come on, you have him on the ship, captured, just kill him already!
Legends fight through time, meeting new friends like Connor Hawk in the future Star City, and Jonah Hex in the Wild West. Early on, they feel the loss of Hawkman. Don't worry, he comes back. And later, Captain Cold sacrifices himself to save the team. In the end, it's revealed that Savage has been allied with the Time Masters the entire time.
Okay, now it gets a little tricky here, so try to pay attention. Thanks to Martin Stein sending Jax back in time to de-age, Jax returns to the future with the help of past Stein. Jax breaks the Legends from the grasp of the Time Masters, and they discover that they must defeat Vanadal Savage in 3 different points in the timeline at the same time. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, the Legends are successful in killing Savage in all 3 timelines and destroy his ancient irradiated meteors. As the dust settles, Hawkgirl and Hawkman decide to leave the team and lead a life of their own. The team saddles up for their next adventure, but are interrupted by Rex Tyler, also known as Our Man, and his ship from the future. Rex reveals that Heatwave and the Justice Society of America sent him back in time to warn them not to get on their ship.
My name is Rex Tyler. I'm a member of the Justice Society of America.
And there's the recap for Legends of Tomorrow.
Kind of lackluster.
It was a little lackluster and very forced.
Yeah.
Very forced. So we'll talk about what we like, what we didn't like, and then we'll kind of get into the predictions of what we think we're gonna see, and also our grade.
Yes.
So what did you like about the series Legends of Tomorrow?
Okay, I really love the banter between Heatwave, Cold, and the Atom. Those guys are the top-notch comedy. Also, the best characters you just want on the show, because you have basically two characters from Prison Break, and they really haven't lost their character touch, whatever, because they literally, all they do is break out of prison here and there, and also steal items from here and there. Yeah. And then you have the Atom, who's trying to be the younger brother who wants to hang out with the older brothers, but also try to teach them, it's fun to be good and everything.
Trying to fit in.
Exactly. Even though he's a scientist that made a shrink suit with laser cannons.
Yeah. He's like Iron Man and Ant-Man combined.
Yes.
There were some parts that I liked. When it first started, I was like, this show is fun and awesome. I was like, it's corny and stupid, but it's fun.
And then slowly.
And then it just kind of kept happening. But we're talking about what I liked. Yeah. So I thought the effects were good. I thought that Captain Cold was definitely one of the better parts. Heatwave grew on me. At first, I hated him, and then he kind of grew on me just because of how corny and cheesy he was. And Ray Palmer is also, I think, one of the best parts of the show. Also, I like Martin Stein a lot, too.
Yeah, he was a lot. I thought he'd be one of the underrated characters you wouldn't see so much in the show. Because who's going to care about an old man in the show? No one's going to pay attention to him. And then he turns out to be the most logical sense, kind of funny sometimes.
One of the episodes when they went back to the 60s to visit his past self, and he was I
think it's literally the second episode, man.
Yeah, it's one of the early episodes. It's one of the earlier episodes. And he's just this pothead student, and that was hysterical. I thought that was great. All right, Devin, so those were our small likes about the season. What did you not like about Legends of Tomorrow Season 1?
Here's what I really didn't like. You have a timeline, completely, normal timeline. You got your 60s, you got your 70s, you got your 80s, you got your present, in a nice stream timeline.
And the future.
Yes, and the future. That's also there, too. So you have a nice normal timeline. So, do you think this show is going to be a linear timeline, a multiverse timeline? It doesn't matter. You're going to see them just punch that timeline over and over and over again until you're just going to deal with it and just accept that, okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. Yeah, oh, you just saved that person's life? Yeah, that's not going to have any repercussions ever. Oh, that person died? Yeah, sure, okay, that repercussion never happened. Yeah, that was somebody's great-great-grandfather. That was nobody special. That could have been H.G. Wells or somebody. I don't know. So
H.G. Wells was in an episode. He was a sick boy in the Wild West.
He was, and he saved his life, so...
I think it was H.G. Wells. Yeah.
Probably. Who knows?
I could be wrong.
Either way, Legends of Tomorrow just bashes any point of cynical timeline, multiverse, any type of timeline you want to go with, and they just do whatever the hell they want and just mess everything up. And don't get me started with flashes right now, because that's a whole other issue for another time.
Line. I thought that I can look past that and be like, whatever. But the fact that every episode is the same.
Yes.
Literally every episode is the same. It's, oh my god, how are we going to stop Vanadal Savage? He's hiding in the Wild West. Let's go get him. Oh, we have him. No, we don't.
Kill him.
He gets away. Oh, he's in the future now. Okay. Oh, he got away. And he just keeps getting away. They just keep trying to get him. They're the worst. Literally the worst heroes ever.
And you're asking, why didn't they just use all their future weapons and go back to ancient Egypt to do it? Well, apparently Rip Hunter did that all by himself with his laser pistol, which is apparently a revolver, which is, I'm questioning too many things already.
It's a laser revolver.
Is that a laser gun?
Either way, it's not 6 shots.
Well, it's not. It just looks cool.
Exactly. So apparently he couldn't go back there because apparently he was already there. But as you can see in the show, it doesn't matter because they already did that several times already.
And then there was the episode where they kidnapped the babies, them past selves. It was like, they got to a point where they were just like, this might work. And they just kind of kept writing.
It was an interesting idea, you know, like have someone else go after their past selves. But then it came a time, it's just like, okay, I'm holding my baby self. Surely this isn't bad or anything.
It was just so boring because you knew that every episode they're gonna find Vanadal Savage and he's gonna get away. Or there are episodes where he dies, but Hawkgirl didn't kill him, so then they gotta go find him again.
Also, it never really explains how he really comes back.
He's just born, I think.
That's just it. He's born as a baby and just retains all of his knowledges of the past.
Yep.
Even though there was that one point in
because
time.
that's what happens to Hawkgirl and Hawkman.
Even though there's that one point in time where they actually go into the past, like further into the past, and he knows who they are.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They make no sense with timelines.
It was just, it got really boring for me. Really, really, really boring. It hit this point where it was like, I don't give a shit about this anymore.
Yeah, around like when it was like 5 episodes left, we were just like.
But the end with the Justice Society of America does
give us a little bit more hope.
Give us a little bit of hope, and it does show promise, and I'm a little excited because now you can possibly bring in the Jay Garrick Flash. You can possibly bring in Power Girl. You can possibly bring in maybe Alan Scott Green Lantern. I don't know if they'll actually do it.
For you don't know, the Justice League of America?
The Justice Society of
Justice
America.
Society of America is basically the Earth 2 Justice League title.
Yes. They actually were created first before the Justice League.
So we might get a...
But it's all Earth 2 heroes rather than our normal heroes that we...
But I feel like they might change that up.
Well, again, Power Girl, Alan Scott, the Flash, the Jay Garrick Flash. So that would be cool if we had those characters come into the show and actually just kind of commingle with that.
Yes.
The Atom was actually one of the first Justice Society of America members.
Well, he's going to be
he's already there. But anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to for next season. Hopefully they don't mess it up, and hopefully it's not super boring.
All right, so what grade would you give this, Steve?
What would I give Legends of Tomorrow Season 1? Ooh, I'm going to give it a 6.
I think you're being too generous. I'm just going to give this a 5. Completely average, normal show. You don't really need to watch it. All you really need is just some people on YouTube just to explain the story, and you're basically set.
So that's a 5.5. So if you like what you saw here, please check out our other videos on our channel. Check out our other reviews. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and we will see you guys over there. For more nerd videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media.